Hi everyone, my name is Eliza and this is Eliza's Bookshelf. Today is Mother's Day and my husband gifted me a full day of just reading. We celebrated Mother's Day last weekend with my mom, his mom, and things like that. We went to the flower fields in Carlsbad. I did like a little vlog about it. I just haven't edited anything, but it is so beautiful. If you guys live in Southern California, the Carlsbad flower fields are really pretty to go to. But anyway, so yes, we celebrated Mother's Day with our family last weekend. So this weekend, Mother's Day itself, I have the full day to myself to read. And I told him I just want to do a 24-hour readathon because I've never been able to just read throughout a whole day. So yes, he gifted me that, and he gifted me like these books. So I want to show you guys. It's so cute. He got me, or he like put together this book bouquet, and it's so cute. And then he had like a lot of leftover books, so he just gave me like a stack of books, and I have no clue what this one is, so I'm excited to open this one. But I don't know, the 24-hour readathon is not going too well so far because I've slept for like 8 hours of the 24 hours, and I did a bunch of like YouTube last minute editing that I had to do. So honestly, I just wanted the whole day to do this blind date that I've been meaning to get to, and I'm so excited. It is my first blind date with a book, so I'll get to that in a bit. But first, I want to open my books. I don't know if I want to open this one because I love it so much, but I definitely don't want to leave the flowers in there and ruin the books. I don't know. We'll see. At first glance though, I do already have one of the books. I guess I like shop faster than my husband can shop, and so my bad. I mean, so far 2 out of the 3 books that I see I don't have yet. So I'm so excited. The problem is that when he goes out and buys books for me, like oftentimes it's already a book that I already have, so I had to like set up a book wish list on Amazon that he can peruse through. But anyways, I'm so excited to open those, but I'll open this little stack first. Let's see. So cute. He put the little flowers and like twine on it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 extra books. So we have this roll of like just brown packaging paper, and we've had it for years. The same roll. It's a huge roll, and we use it for everything, but I think it's so pretty. Ooh, oh my gosh. He got me Best Fake Fiance by Roxy Noor. This is my favorite book by Roxy Noor. She has this Loveless Brothers series, and recently they got a whole cover revamp, which I love cartoony covers, but honestly, I think I prefer the old covers. You know back then when romance covers have just like, male models. So the covers for that series were all just like random male people, but she recently revamped all of them, and so this is a new one. There's like something about rubber duckies in there, but this is my favorite book from her. If you guys love Friends to Lovers, which it is my favorite trope, you guys will love this one. This is up there in my like top 5 favorite Friends to Romance books, with Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, Amy Leah's X's and O's. I love it. I'm so excited to read this again. Let's see. Off to a great start. My kids are playing outside, so don't mind them. Okay, second book. Ooh, A Dawn of Onyx. I don't remember what this is about. Ooh, I like it because he's buying all of these like, non-traditionally published books for me. Arwen Valendale never expected to be the brave one, offering her life to save her brothers. Wow. Now she's been taken prisoner by the most dangerous kingdom on the continent and made to use her rare magical abilities to heal the soldiers of the vicious Onyx King. I bet you he's not vicious. I bet you he becomes her lover. Arwen knows better than to face the ancient wicked woods that surround a castle on her own, which means working with a fellow prisoner may be her only path to freedom. Okay, I don't think the vicious Onyx King is actually a good guy. Unfortunately, he's as infuriating as he is cunning and seems to take twisted pleasure in playing on her deepest fears. But here in Onyx Kingdom, trust is a luxury Arwen can't afford. To make it out of the enemy territory, she'll have to navigate backstabbing royals, dark magic, and dangerous beasts. But untold power lies inside Arwen, dormant and waiting for a spark. Ooh, so magical powers, politics, kings, evil kings. Oh my gosh, this sounds good. If you guys have heard anything about this, let me know, because I don't think I have. I remember just reading about it a long time ago and thinking that it sounded interesting, so I put it on my wish list. So there's that. And let's see. Ooh, I heard about this from my friend, and also I've been seeing it all around like online and stuff like that. This is Wayward by Amelia Hart, sorry. I don't remember what it's about. I am a wayward girl and wild inside. 2019 and 1942 as World War II rages. Ooh, like a lot of magic, historical fantasy type of thing. The author of the book Eater said, beautifully written and intricate as a spider's web, Wayward weaves an intergenerational tale of sorrow, love, and strength. Wow, that sounds so good. Ooh. The cover itself, I love this green. And I don't know if you can see the design on the book itself. Can you? I don't know, can you? But it is so pretty. Wow, I love this green. I can't wait to read this. Okay, so that is book 3. I love my gift so far. And oh my gosh, I've been meaning to read this. The Diabolic. This is a series actually, and it is a finished series. I forgot how many books in the series, maybe 3 or 4, but I remember talking to my therapist a long time ago. Like, we kind of ran out of things to talk about at one point, and we just kept talking about books. And that's when she was like, all right, I think you're good without me. We don't need to have sessions anymore. But she told me about this favorite book of hers. She is like obsessed about this. We talked about other books too, and I found that we generally have the same taste in some books, but she said this was her all-time favorite. And so I was like, say no more. I'll read it. I don't know what this is about. I think it's dystopian kind of sci-fi book. Let's see. A diabolic is ruthless. A diabolic is powerful. A diabolic has a single task: kill, in order to protect the person you've been created for. Nothing else. For Nemesis, that person is Sidonia, heir to the Galactic Senate. The two grew up side by side, and there's no one Nemesis wouldn't kill to keep her safe. Wow. I'm not gonna read any more because I'm just gonna go in blindly because this sounds amazing already. So those are the books that he wrapped up, and then there's my books in the book bouquet, which I do not want to take it apart because it's just so pretty. But the first book that I see, maybe I'll just take it out and kind of like put it back in. How to Fake It in Hollywood. I don't know if you guys have read this or heard of it. I think it's like fake dating. The banter and sexual tension between Gray and Ethan is fire emoji immaculate, says Lily Vale, author of The Decoy Girlfriend, which I haven't read, but this empathetic, sexy, utterly radiant book has my whole heart, says Rachel Lynn Solomon, author of The X-Talk, which I did read. Let's see, Gray Brooks is on a mission to keep her career afloat now that the end of her long-running teen soap has her pounding the pavement again. Their juicy public relationship is less than perfect behind the scenes. It doesn't take long before Gray and Ethan's sizzling chemistry starts to feel like more than just an act. Another fake dating book, which is like all the rage nowadays. There's so many fake dating books. I think it's just like the tension of like, I know we're fake dating, but does she like me? Are these feelings real? You know, so fake dating, it's always in the books, but never in real life. Okay, so that's one. And the other one is Small Town Big Magic. I think this is also part of a series. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's see. I don't know. A diverse coven of witches, an enchanted history, an absolute delight of a magical tale, says Louisa Morgan, author of The Age of Witches. It says here, an enchanting read, perfect for fans of The X-Hex and Payback's a Witch. I haven't read Payback's a Witch, but I've read The X-Hex, and The Kiss Curse was one of my favorite reads last year. And since then, I've just been looking for all these witchy series romances, and I think this is one of them. So I'm so excited for this. And the other book is also like a witchy romance, I think, From Bad to Curse. This is the only one out of all these books that I have already, so he did pretty good. He got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got 6 out of 7 books. So good. I love my Mother's Day gift. And then there's this one little thing here, which I have no idea. Like, all I ask for any like celebration, birthday, you know, Christmas, Mother's Day, all I ever want is books. So he never has to guess what I want, but I have no idea what this is. Let's see. Oh. I know what this is. I can't believe he got it for me. Oh my gosh. The Stormlight Archive card game. Call to Adventure is this like company or like this game brand thing, but they do a lot of board games, card games or whatever. This is like a card game, And oh my gosh, in a world torn by storms and war, only the Knights Radiant can face the wrath of Odium. This is the official board game of the Stormlight Archive, Brandon Sanderson's epic fantasy series. Using the call to adventure game system, it challenged you to build original characters in the world of Roshar. Over the course of the game, you will acquire traits, gain allies, and overcome challenges. Play competitively, solo, or cooperatively, and win or lose. Every game creates a unique story. That's crazy that you can play by yourself, players 1 through 4. Oh my gosh, I can play this by myself. Because I have a bunch of games here. I have the Red Rising game, I have the Throne of Glass game, and I've just never played it because I don't know. I'm trying to force my husband to play the Red Rising game with me, but I can't believe he got me this. Okay, so those are my Mother's Day gifts. And so for Mother's Day, aside from all these fantastic gifts that he got me, he also gave me the luxury of time. Basically this whole day to go on my blind date. So this is my blind date with a book that I got at the Rip Bodice booth a long time ago. Like a few weeks ago. I don't know why I said a long time ago, but so it is my first blind date with a book, and let me tell you guys, it says, nothing says first date like going to rescue a dude from the Alaskan wilderness and then getting chased by evil bad guys while also trying to survive because it's Alaska. So obviously a book in the Rip Bodice is a romance book. It's like adventurous, Alaska-esque, and so I picked this one because the main reason why I haven't really picked up these things because I'm always scared that I have the book because I just buy so many books and then I forget about them. But I'm pretty sure I don't have a book about like romance in Alaska. And so hopefully I don't have it, but we'll see. I also love the wrapping. Look at these porcupines. Okay, so let's see. I'm kind of nervous actually. I'm gonna read this the whole day and hopefully I'll finish and I'll do like a little reading vlog for you guys. Okay, let's see. Is it? Okay, so I don't have this. This looks good. There is like a ragged man in the front. It's called Uncharted by Adriana Anders, and let's see, it's by Source Books, which I do get some of their books. Source Books Casablanca. This is so cool because they gave me a book the other month. It was Wings Once Cursed and Bound by Piper J. Drake, and so I love their publishing house as a whole. Let's see what this is about. Okay, stranded together in a frozen wilderness, there's nowhere left to run. Hotshot pilot Leo Eddowes, I don't know how to pronounce that, is afraid of nothing and no one. So when she's asked to evacuate a man from the wilds of Alaska, she doesn't hesitate. But with enemies in close pursuit and the weather turning sour, what should have been a simple mission quickly shifts to disaster, and there's only one way out. When Elias Thorne disappeared, he was America's most wanted. Now he spent more than a decade in one of the most remote places on Earth, guarding a dangerous secret. Oh snap. Leo's arrival, quickly followed by a team of expert hunters, leaves him no choice but to join forces with her and run. Neither is prepared for their reluctant relationship to flare into something as wild and untamed as the frozen world around them. But as desperately cold days melt into scorchingly hot nights, Leo and Elias must learn to dig deep, trust in each other, and forge a bond as strong as the forces of nature. I'm so excited for my first blind date with a book. Okay, I'll be back and let you guys know what I think.
Hi. You, me. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
A file.
Okay guys, I am almost 50% through this book, Uncharted. A little less than 50%, but I did want to check in because we are headed to my in-laws place soon to eat. So we follow this pilot named Leo, like right at the beginning. There's so much action and it moves pretty quickly right from the get-go. Leo, she like opens this door and you find this old lady saying, "Go right now. I know who you are finding and I'll show you where he is. Just go and get him out and get him to safety, please." So apparently Leo is trying to find this guy and his name is Campbell Turner. And it turns out that there's this whole thing going on. There's this virus that has been found beneath Antarctica and now Alaska. So she's trying to track down this guy who has like the second sample in the whole world of this virus because there's other people trying to find it too. So it gets pretty interesting. I didn't know it was about that, but so yeah, she's trying to find this guy and they're in Alaska and a lot of like Alaska wilderness type of mishaps happen. A lot of snow, coldness, freezing water. Yeah. So that's where I am right now. It's not a lot of romance happening so far and I'm halfway through, but it's pretty interesting. I'm excited to read more about the virus itself though. All right, I'll check back in later. guys, I am back and I finished this book. I don't know how long it took me, but basically it is 7 p.m. right now and I opened this, I don't know, around 9 or 10. It's just been very distracting this whole day. I don't know how people do it, but I cannot read for like 12 hours straight. I played with the kids, we visited our in-laws, I fell asleep. I was reading on the bed and my daughter came and laid on me and she fell asleep and I was like, all right, I'm tired too. And I just laid down and I fell asleep with her, but I finally finished this book. It was okay. I think like the excitement about it was just having like a blind date or not knowing what I'm going into. And like my favorite part of the book that I was interested in, I did not really get enough of. So basically Uncharted, it's about this woman. She's like a pilot, but she used to be like this lieutenant or something like that. Anyways, so she's been trying to find this guy, Campbell Turner, for the longest time because there's this issue with this virus, right? There's like this new virus called Frond virus or something like that. And there was one sample in Antarctica and then another one that Campbell Turner stole and now he's like hiding in Alaska. And so she's been hunting this guy down for the longest time and they have like, you know, little clues here and there about where he is in Alaska. And so Leo gets this tip from this old lady to save her grandson, which is like this Campbell Turner guy. And so she goes into this, you know, isolated place, a cabin, and then she finds this guy. She knows it's not Campbell Turner, but she's like, what do you have to do with this Campbell Turner guy? And so they're trying to run from these other bad guys too, who are trying to find this virus. There's like this company called Kronos Lab or something like that, but they're trying to get the virus, but they like are always saying they're doing some sort of tests with the virus, but it's very hush hush and, you know, no one's trusting this lab to do what they're saying they're doing with this virus. So yeah, there's this whole question about like, what does this virus actually do? And it's crazy. So that part of the story I was wanting more of, like this virus, you know, I kind of wanted it to be like a science fiction thriller, but no, obviously it's like a romance. And so you do get a lot of the romance in here. They spend like majority of this book, you know, escaping all the bad guys, trying to survive the Alaskan wilderness, and, you know, they bond that way and then they fall in love. Over the span of like 1 week, they fall in love. And so I didn't get too emotionally attached to the characters in here because it just happened so quickly in my eyes. But yeah, I mean, I should have expected that. It is like a Alaskan romance thing. So if you love Alaska and if you love, you know, like thriller type of romance, I think you'd like this book. I unfortunately got so intrigued by the virus that I wanted more of that. And in the end, I mean, we did get some answers, but I don't know, it didn't really make sense to me. But anyways, yes, a couple things. I love the dog. So he has a dog named Bo, and I thought it was like a cute dog's name, you know, but I didn't realize that it was short for Borealis, which I thought was so cute. So the dog is like their sidekick for majority of this trip and gets them into some trouble. Not gonna lie, but so cute. I love dogs. The other thing is that I could not get into the moment with these two characters because every time they get their romantic tension type of thing and want to kiss and make out, it's like right after something serious happened. So they would get chased down or get shot by bullets and he's like bleeding and then they want to make out. I was like, what the heck? And then another time they got like almost chased by a bear and then they want to make out. What was the other one? I don't know. It's just so crazy. I was like, is this happening? Oh yeah, one time they were getting chased by the bad guy with helicopters. The helicopter is literally chasing them above and they can hear it. And they were like, oh, let's make out against this tree. So it was just like, it took me out of the suspense, the thriller of, you know, the action plot. But anyways, I mean, overall, it was enjoyable. I think the thing I loved most was that, like, you know, it's just getting a little present, a little surprise, not knowing what book you're getting. So I actually talked my husband into doing this thing once a month where we go to a bookstore and he just like picks a random thriller for me, mystery thriller. I'm picking that genre because I buy myself a lot of romance books and like fantasy books already. So I don't want him to pick a book that I've already had. So I'm going to tell him to pick like mystery thriller horror books and I'm going to be so excited to open those once a month. So I asked him, what do you want once a month, you know? And he picked hats. So I was like, all right, you can have your, you know, blind date with a hat. But anyways, I'm so excited about this. I loved this blind date with a book concept because I did not ever have this book. This would not have been on my radar if I did not do this blind date. And I don't know, kind of like branching out. But yes, thank you so much for joining me with my Mother's Day blind date and like unboxing and stuff like that. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. I will see you next time. Bye.